G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So you know how you can tell it's summer? The fish room's cooler than the shed. It's a bizarre feeling. It's almost like you think that it's almost like you think the heater's broken, but it's not. We're gonna have a quick look at some fish, and then I'm gonna do a bit of a segment on the Toyota Starlet. But I promised you showing you these progress of these Flowerhorns every day. So let's have a look at the Flowerhorns, and then yeah, I know there's quite a few people interested in the Starlet, because when I did mention it in a couple of videos, I got quite a few DMs from you guys. So I'll just tell you how it's going. Alright guys, so first off we're going to do a water change on the tank. Well, I guess step one, I'll tell you, there's wrigglers in there. But we get this hose. We'll put you on the tripod maybe. Alright, so basically you guys are the light as well here. I create a siphon, put it down the drain, and when I'm sucking, draining this water, I'm keeping the hose very high because the wrigglers are all on the bottom, and we're not here to be sucking up the wrigglers. Oh shit, I just thought about it, you guys are on the directional mic, so I probably was being way too quiet then. Alright, so now I want to inspect the plate. It looks like there's still a few wrigglers attached to the plate, so I'll leave the plate in there for one more day. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see the wrigglers. I guess if we try zooming on this corner here, you'll see them there. They're basically, at this age, day 3 or whatever it is. I think technically it's day 4 because we missed 24 hours. Basically at this age, they're still not breathing yet as such. So I don't really think, this is just from my experience, not from scientific evidence, but the methylene in the blue the methylene blue in the tank at this age, it really doesn't affect them. And you'll see now, like, that makes quite a racket when it hits the ground doing it one-handed. You'll see now the methylene blue is quite thin. Just that there, that cleared those free swimmers off the plate. Got a couple of plates just chilling up here. So now they can come off, air stone back in. Just try and keep it kind of central. Now I'm not going to do it today because there's still no sign of fungus, but so tomorrow, I guess I'll show you tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll actually tomorrow we'll give it a bit of a clean, because basically now that the methylene blue is starting to get really thin and not much in there, we'll start to get fungus on those white eggs that have fallen off the plate. So we need to try and get that out, because what happens is the swimmers stick to the fungus and then die. So it takes a lot of effort in those first few days. Well, not a lot, 10 minutes twice a day. I generally just get out any fungus. Cooper's just chilling. How you going, mate? He was just crying, now he's all smiles. Gotta keep the house closed up, the air conditioning's on. Anyway, let's have a look at the starlet. Alright, so the neighbour hasn't mowed the lawn in like over a year, and I want to film a video and he's just cranked up the whippersnipper. It's that long that a lawnmower wouldn't even work, so he's got the whippersnipper out. This is kind of like me showing you, and it's also me having a visual inspection of what's going on, because I haven't really sussed the car out since I put it together. Alright, so the reason we're out here is the boost tube blew off. So I've only run like 7 psi, still managed to shoot the tube off, but I think it's because this hose clamp's stuffed. It's not actually that we're running so much S-shape psi. Check this out, I managed to get the hose clamp through the bumper here. It's not the ideal location, but the other option is up the other way, and the car's that low that the bolt hits shit on the ground, or speed bumps and shit, and I think that's what's actually damaged it. But anyway, we'll get this on and we'll have a look. That ain't coming off, that ain't going nowhere. Alright guys, this will be a real test of my direction light. This is comical. So neighbour over here whippersnipping for the first time in probably like 2 years. Old mate over here just comes back out with a chainsaw chopping down trees. So I guess I haven't shown this on the channel for ages. So I fitted the turbo kit, I think I've shown that. My screamer pipe doesn't have a gasket in it, so we get hectic carbon coming out of there. I need like a 1-inch gasket. All the auto parts stores didn't have one. I've got to order it online, and I've also got to get some longer bolts because these bolts aren't long enough. So did I even show you all of it? So it's Mission Motor radiator, TD04 turbo. I think it's like a replica of a stock WRX turbo. Fully hectic, shitty homemade exhaust that hits the body when you drive. So all bits and bobs, like a shitty sandwich plate off eBay that I Sikaflex the hell out of. Oh yeah, it's got like pressure regulator, fuel pressure regulator. It's got a bigger fuel pump. Just now I'm trying to hook up the speedo, because when I put a new clutch in it, actually it's got an Exceedy stage 2 heavy duty clutch in it. If you're really new to the channel, it's got BC Racing coilovers, white line sway bars. Yeah, what else? I don't know. It needs new engine mounts, and it's got a squeak. I'll show you. Alright, so you might not be able to hear it because I'm not going to turn the mic around, but it's like basically my mate said spray the belt with silicone spray and see if it goes away. I think it's either the idle attentioner or it could be the thrust washer, but I really hope it's not. Anyway, so I'm trying to get my speedo cable back in, but I think I need to go for a drive, and then I've got it like half done up to tension. If I go for a drive, I wish I could had a camera mount to show you guys. It's a weapon. It's like not fast, but it's a weapon. It's the most fun car. So for comparison, I've got a G6E turbo. It's got an aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket intake, and the boost turned up a little bit, so I don't know what power that is. But anyway, this car is way more fun, and it's less power, way less power. 1.3 litre turbo versus a 4 litre turbo. Let's see if the speedo works. Alright guys, speedo's working, so I figured I'd do a 3rd gear pull, go from all the way low RPM. She feels fast. I know like that's gonna seem like it was slow because I started from like 900 RPM. I just couldn't change gears while I'm filming. I guess like you guys seen that video, that clip we just filmed, it's not gonna seem fast, and it isn't fast, but it's quick. There's a difference, you know. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, that's it. It's one thing I forgot to mention, the rear axle bar has been notched and remounted, so like it's low. So I can actually go like over an inch lower than that. The reason I lifted it up is because basically, as a turbo car that's not registered as a turbo car, I want to keep Mr. Plod. Oh no, Mr. Plod happy, but obviously it's not going to keep Mr. Plod happy. But the fact that it's not 2 inches off the ground might make it a bit better. The old red scat's cruising. Alright, I need you to answer a question. Do I make it a cold water natives tank? Or I'll just tell you, if you made it this far in the video, I'm getting some Vija Argenta. I think that's how you pronounce it. You know the one, if you know the one. I'm kind of thinking that they will suit this tank, and it's coming into summer. It wouldn't cost much to heat it. I'm pretty sure I could even leave the scat in there with the Argenta. I don't know if that's a pronunciation, but it's something like that. But if we put the Vija in there, it turns the inside tank into another breeding tank, which I said to you guys, I didn't want to make it a breeding tank. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to get comments to say put the Vija in there, because they are wicked looking fish. They're probably not like my most favourite Vija, but from a breeding perspective, they'll definitely be the best for sales. So that's kind of why I'm getting them. But they are a bucket list fish, and I'm getting them for a steal, so it's a win. Anyway, on that special early release of information, I'm going to end it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, there's a little red button somewhere down there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.